Wind's ripping, turkey is dying, and here in New Mexico, baby, you're gonna wanna watch this. Excuse me, have y'all seen any turkeys anywhere around here? No, maybe not. Tough crowd. Walking down the road, seeing if I could see any tracks, and I was just thinking to myself, there ain't no way that I'm going to find any tracks in this rock road. But look at that gobbler track right there, baby. Look, size preference. Right there, that's a gobbler right there, baby. Gobbler track. Dropping pin on Onyx, and then you can see deer tracks and a couple elk tracks actually right here too. So we'll definitely drop a pin right here, and we'll check it out later. So I gotta go to town. I'm planning on being back at dusk, so that way that I can, you know, maybe walk up and down this road or even drive if I have to and try to roost a bird. So to save my camp spot that I picked out that I'm claiming to be mine, I'm gonna put up my old hammock, and hopefully nobody comes in here and takes my spot. And one more beautiful final touch for the little temporary camp somebody takes a spot. I'm gonna take an old hoodie, throw up on the tree, so maybe that'll hold my spot. I won't have to bargain for it when I get back. We'll see. Now it's time to head into town, get some supplies, and make the old turkey bird hunting trip tradition of going to Wally World. Come on. I'll be dang, folks. Look right there. Look right there. Look right there. Bunch of turkey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Time to do a little shopping. All right, we got the bare essentials for this trip. Time to head back to camp and get it set up. Headed back into camp and got some friendly neighbors. Little mule deer. I just bought this tent from Wally World. Surprisingly, I don't have a tent. You would think of all people, I would have a tent, especially since I camp nearly 3 months out of the year. But I got one now. The only reason why I got this tent is because looks like you can stand up in it, kinda. So let's get it set up and get camp set up. All right, she's set up, and this is actually a dang big tent. Look at here. I can stand up in it. Just what I wanted. I hate living in tents I can't stand up and change in. That's probably from living in Wyoming, living in wall tents and hunting camp, guiding elk hunts. So, all right, so we got everything laid out here. I'm gonna go ahead and lay out my camo, make sure I got everything right, check all my calls, check everything else. Maybe build a fire pit, and got a nice cardboard box to burn out from the tent. By the way, this tent cost $80, I think. And I didn't put the whatever you call it, the awning on it. I'll do that later. Maybe, maybe not. But anyway, gonna go ahead and do just a couple more things, then try to go roost a bird. All right, finna go try to roost a turkey. I got my whales and my hoot owl call, and I'm gonna walk down this road and hoot every once in a while. See what happens. And the wind is still blowing. Every day I have hunted this year, whether in New Mexico, Alabama, or Mississippi, the wind just blows. So we're just gonna do like we always do, hang in there and play ball. By the way, these are way better than a snack that smiles back. Come on. So I'm gonna walk just a little ways from camp and start hooting. There's that elk. Gotta keep moving, get past him. See what he does. Gonna walk real slow. See how close I can get. I'd say about 70 yards. Right about 70 yards. Well, I just heard a turkey gobble after I hoot out. And I called several times and he won't answer me, so he's, I think this way, but a long ways away. Dadgummit. Alright, I couldn't get him to gobble again, so I'm gonna start heading back towards camp and hoot out my way back. That wind's blowing almost straight down between me and him. I need to mark this on Onyx too, because this is gonna be the place I listen in the morning. Good morning, folks. It is my first hunt here in New Mexico, and I'm gonna go after that bird that I heard last night. Only heard him gobble one time, maybe twice, but for sure one time. And got on Onyx, got to looking, because I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna kill this bird or even get in a ballpark to play with him. And sure enough, I turned on a 3D map and he's on a long ridge. He can either come up to here to this road where I've seen all the tracks or go down to the creek bottom. But without Onyx, I never would have known. I'd have to stomp all over and I'd have wasted a lot of time. So this morning, I think I can actually get in there and have a really good opportunity of giving him a good chase. So that's one thing. I spend $100 for Onyx every year. Definitely do it. Best thing I ever did. I use it for everything, especially for marking my truck in parking lots. So it's about 5:20, 5:25 this morning. And so I got here super early, so that way if I drove under any birds, I didn't mess them up. And if he doesn't gobble, I'm gonna walk my way up to camp, which is about half a mile up the road. If I don't hear none there, then I'm gonna jump on the other side of the mountain, literal mountain, about a mile over, and then work my way back and hunt down to the truck this morning. So we'll hopefully he'll gobble and give me a chance to go after him. We'll see. All right, folks, we finna start hunting, and I just heard a turkey gobble. Kind of hard to tell where he's at. Sounds like he's on the side of like a little canyon wall. So the wind's blowing like crazy, as always, my luck. But if it'll die down, I can get him pinpointed. I'm gonna try to give him a headache today. We'll see. Right now, he's the only bird I've heard, so we'll just wait and see what he does and play ball, baby. Come on. All right, he hasn't gobbled again, so I'm gonna get a little hooty hoot. I think I heard him. Maybe. He may be a little farther than I thought it was. Two turkeys just gobbled right here behind me. And there's some hens right here. These turkeys are probably looking at me. I done walked up under them. So I'm gonna ease over right here and get set down. gobbler's here in front of me, and then there you go, and then one gobbler way over yonder. So hopefully these hens and these gobblers meet right here in this wide spot I got right here. Kind of like a 10 place, almost not quite a meadow, but pretty close. So I called one time and it cut me off, so we're gonna try it again. Get my headache, baby. I'm finna tear him down, son. Ah, got it, son. Got it. Yes, sir, baby. Yes, sir. Marry him down, baby. Marry him down, son. Oh, man. Oh, he ain't no giant, that's for sure. Looky there. Oh, man. Not just a whole lot right there. Not a whole lot. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. He come out into the meadow, and I thought he would loop around. And what I'm calling a meadow is like these kind of like a open spot of just like these. I think this is birch. Pretty sure this is birch. Anyway, just an open spot where I could see about 70, 80 yards instead of this real thick stuff like dark timber behind me. He come out and I thought he would go to those hens, but he was coming on a beeline to me instead of cutting across to these hens. I'm sure he probably would have come on out and would have started gobbling and strutting, trying to get them hens come in. But he was on a beeline coming to me, but I was the closest hen to him. So I don't know, but that's a marry him down in New Mexico, baby. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Yes. All right, let me pick him up. I haven't even picked him up yet. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, what a big bird. They're so much bigger than easterns. Oh man. About I don't know, I'd say 9-inch beard. I can still hear hens calling. They're still calling each other. I'm pretty sure he was by himself. All right, here we go. Drum roll, please. Look, he's there. He's got a few tail feathers missing. That's okay, though. That's okay. Oh, man. Yes. Yes. Beautiful bird. Let's get him up and get a better spot where we can see him better. Got him, son. No. Ah, got him, son. Got him. Well, the good Lord blessed me this morning in New Mexico. I left out on just literally like a 10-minute notice. I was thinking to myself, I wanted to hunt Nebraska when Nebraska tags had all been bought up. I think it's first 10,000, first come, first serve. Maybe that's not right at all. Maybe I dreamed that up. But anyway, I know I couldn't hunt there, and so I got to looking at what states were open of the 15th or the 12th. And Colorado and New Mexico were open. I was like, well, heck, I'm going to go back to Wyoming and start guiding bear hunts this spring. I want to go hunt New Mexico. I haven't been in New Mexico in 17 years. I went to the Grand Canyon on my senior trip. And so I was like, well, shoot, man, I'll ease on out there and see if I can't kill me something. And so I literally just, that was it, 10 minutes notice. I told my family I was going to New Mexico to hunt, and I drove 17 hours out here, bought a tent, started camping, and started hunting this morning and killed a dang bird. So that bird I had roosted last night, he was so far off that I don't even know if I could have ever even got to him or what he would have been. I knew I couldn't have played ball on him pretty much. And so this morning I went to this other spot where I thought I might could hear him better and get to him better. And these turkeys were over here gobbling, and they wasn't, I measured on Onyx, they wasn't 350 yards from me, but if they gobbled, the wind just took it. And so I thought they were way farther because it's so open here as far as on top of these ridges. So I just bebopped and waddled on down the trail over here. And when he gobbled, he wasn't 200 yards from me, maybe. And I thought I'd been busted. And I was like, I done got too close. And the hens were all over here on the backside of this open patch right here. And I'm like, they can definitely see me. Like I was standing not far from here. And so I was like, you know what? If they're still gobbling, I'm gonna stick to it. So I eased on down, got sat against a tree, and started calling. And I realized actually that the gobbler closest to me was his tree was under this ridge, and so there's no possible way he could have seen me. Well, sure enough, they started firing off. I'm talking all over the place. I know for sure 5, and then by the time right before I shot, I thought to myself, there are 6 gobblers here. And I was the closest hen to him, so he was coming to me. And once I saw him coming to me, I turned the camera on. When he stepped out into the open, and I think it really was to get around this corner here to get a better look at me. And I was over there just pressing bells and whistles and trying to get cameras going, trying to get everything else running. And he saw me. He definitely saw me. So he started falling to the right. And thank God I moved the camera to the right. Haven't even looked at my GoPro footage yet. And that was just guns blazing. I had to get the gun over the camera and just eat him up. And when I shot, I actually made a pretty good shot. I haven't stepped it off yet. But if I had to guess, I'd say, 40, maybe 35, 40. Not that far. And so I had to just move the gun over the camera and let her eat. So, but that's my Merriam turkey. Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much for blessing me. This has been a fun and exciting trip and a quick one. I hate for it to be so over with so quick. But I'd rather it be like that than go home empty-handed. That's just my taste in these kind of hunts. All right, let's get back to camp. And then before too long, it'll be time for a photo shoot. Come on. The Merriam is definitely heavier. I would guess him to be, I don't know, 22. I'm not gonna say 23, I'll say 22 pounds. But he's a lot heavier than the Eastern. Most Easterns, not all of them. Especially with this being like a 2-year-old bird. And so, I'm almost back to the truck. And gonna get pictures like I said, and then we're gonna de-breast him, come on. All right, guys, it's been a couple days since I shot that turkey, and just to let y'all know, I also killed another bird that I did not get on film, but I'm going to use the second bird as a cover of this video. So if there's any confusion, the one I shot on film that y'all saw had a couple tail feathers missing. And the other one I shot had a full fan, but I'm going to use him, the one with the full fan, as a cover of this video because it's sideways and it fits better for the cover photo. Maybe there's some editing way to fix that on YouTube. I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it, but I'm going to use it because it's going to be a better cover photo. This trip was beautiful. It was perfect. Everything went smooth. I killed 2 turkeys in back-to-back days. I got a new state marked down and a new place to hunt that I want to come to every year. All glory to the good Lord for keeping me safe and making this a great trip. And thank y'all so much for watching.